The last one I'm going to talk about is what I call the martial arts god complex. The guru complex, lots of different names, but I think that anybody who's done the martial arts for a long time and has been involved in gyms, you've seen these people in person. You probably read about them, some of them recently. It creates an odd culture and sometimes a very dangerous culture in the gyms. This is a lot more prevalent than you might think, and I used to think, well, how can it be? But I can kind of see it to some degree. You know, I grew up doing the martial arts as a kid. Cass and M, who was my very first instructor, his name was Robert Pointer. We called him Cass and M. He was bigger than life to me. Eventually, he passed away, and Master Ike Mu Kong took over for him. And, you know, he had this mysticism around him. As I got older, but into my early teens and stuff, the instructors were a big deal, right? And what they said was right, and what they said was law, and you called them sir, and Mr. this, and master that, and professor this, and, you know, they created this culture of, like, what they said and what they did was just the way, right? And you would think that would never happen as you got to be an adult, but this happens all the time with adults, right? They get caught up with these people who build this culture around them that they're, you know, what they say and everything they do is right. And it leads to different types of abuse, whether it be mental, physical types of abuse. It can sometimes create some of the red flags that we've already spoken about, some different red flags that we haven't spoken about. You know, remember that instructors are just people. They've committed themselves to the art they're teaching, but they're just people at the end of the day, right? Even more importantly, you're paying them, right? This is a service, it's a business. So there should be room for discussion. There should be room for criticism. There should be room for questions, right? It's not a my way or the highway, right? That doesn't mean they're going to give in to everything and all your whims, right? They have standards and so forth. But as a whole, the community needs to realize that they're just people. Talking to my fellow instructors out there, you sometimes need to remember we're just people, right? Get out there on the floor with your guys. Get out there, and interact like a normal person. Everything you say isn't right. Everything we do isn't right, and we need to be careful in that way. We don't need to create this aura that somehow we're this martial arts god. And remember, we're just in the end, as instructors and black belts, we're just long-term students. We always need to learn. We always need to be improving. I always hated when you had that instructor that was way overweight, telling you how to do stuff. Made somehow talked about in the day how he did this, that, and the other, but never got out there and kept trying, but was trying to motivate you to try, right? Don't be that guy, right? Don't fall for that guy or a girl, right? It tends to happen more with the guys, but yeah, watch out. That's a big red flag. If they're trying to create this aura of mysticism around them, or somehow what they say and do is always superior and right, and there's this following where there's no questioning, and when there is, it's met with severe resistance, be careful about that. Be careful. That's a big red flag. That creates a lot of different types of problems, again, because that's the leader of the gym. That creates the culture of the gym. And the culture and that atmosphere is going to impact everything you do in your training. All right. Well, I hope any of this helped. Again, if you agree, cool. If not, cool. I welcome all the comments and any suggestions. Hope you have a great day. See ya.